Hey guys, how are you? Hello, Instagram. Hello, Facebook. We are here again. It is Thursday again, and I am coming to you live to spread my good message of women healing themselves so that they can heal their families, their future generations, and live their healthiest life. You all deserve that. And I thank you all for joining me. If it's your first time, welcome. If you're new to the community, welcome. We're constantly growing and evolving and reaching new people, so I am honored to be on your path. If you've been with me a while, thank you so much for all that you do to support my mission and my message. And yeah, so you guys know this about me. Most of you do. I'm Aimee Raupp. Obviously, you're following me, so you know that much. I am a women's health and wellness expert. I am known for my success in helping women get pregnant and stay pregnant. I'm known for my success in helping people heal from their autoimmune conditions. I'm also known for getting naturally pregnant in my 40s after following my own advice. That's written all in this book, Yes, You Can Get Pregnant. And so here we are. Today we're going to talk about, is your body baby friendly? And I stole that title from this book, which is an awesome book, which obviously I have out and marked because I want to talk about it today. But there is a whole book titled this, so I don't want to steal anybody's thunder. Give Dr. Alan Beers credit here. He has a book called Is Your Body Baby Friendly? It's a bit sciencey. But if you've been on this journey and you are not having success, or if you have endometriosis, or if you have polycystic ovarian syndrome, if you've been told you have premature ovarian failure, if you have Hashimoto's, if you have celiac, any other autoimmune condition, and you are trying to get pregnant and it ain't working, there's two books you need to read. You need to read this one, Body Belief. It's my latest book, and you need to read this book. And to throw this one in too. Okay, so yes. So before we actually get started, I want to say as well that I woke up not feeling awesome today. So hence you kind of still have me in my pajamas and in my Harry's of La Jolla sweatshirt. There's a place in La Jolla, California where my parents lived called Harry's. It's like a diner. And my dad's name was Harry. And my brother's name is Harry. My grandfather's name is Harry. My son's middle name is Harrison. So lots of Harrys in my family. So this sweatshirt is special to me. And if anybody knows Harry's of La Jolla, a little shout out. And also what I'm doing, because I woke up with a sore throat and a headache, and I feel just not awesome. I'm going to do some neti potting after we hang up. But I'm using this Propolis sore throat spray, which is really great. I got it from my acupuncturist's office. And I'm using Superior Sore Throat Powder, which is all in Chinese. But this stuff works like a freaking charm. It's a powder. It tastes kind of nasty, but it kills any infection in the throat. I'm using some of my Mariposa Wellness Essential Oil Blend, which this one's called Clear, and it's a blend of lemon, orange peel, peppermint, and eucalyptus. So keeping me kind of open and breathing. Feels good. And that's it. And I've also cleared my day so I can rest a little bit. I'm going to take a little hot bath later with some Epsom salts and maybe sit in, we have an infrared sauna that we purchased a couple of years ago. I'm going to sit in that, break a good sweat, clear some heat out of my body. I'm drinking my bone broth. I'm almost done with it. And drinking some of my kombucha. And I'm also drinking some hot water with lemon and honey. I got my bases covered. All right, so let's get into this. Friends tell me that if I'm thinking about getting pregnant during the 2-week wait, it can impact your chances of getting pregnant. How true is that? Oh, so you're the one who asked about, can you drink wine in the 2-week wait? I think that's perfectly fine and safe. I don't want you going on any benders. 1 to 3 drinks a week is perfectly fine if you're trying to conceive. I prefer, if it's wine, that it's organic and or sulfate free. And that's it. I think it's fine. I think the bigger question is, are you going to beat yourself up over it, or are you going to question yourself in the aftermath if, say, you don't get pregnant? That has more of an impact on you than the wine itself, than the food itself, than the action itself. How are you sitting with the feeling? If you have doubts, Okay, so what was the question then? What did you ask? Because all I see is friends tell me that if I'm thinking about getting pregnant during the 2-week wait, it can impact your chances of getting pregnant. How true is that? So I don't know what the question is. I just see friends tell me that if I'm, did you have a question above? Um, so I don't understand the question then completely. Maybe you can rephrase it. I just see friends tell me, so what? What are we asking? Um, it's Neen using H1. I'm not sure what you're asking, so maybe just clarify that question a little bit more for me and I'll help however I can. Facebook, hi Toya, hi Ebony, Beth, Courtney, all you guys are rolling in. This is great. I do have an awesome free PDF for you to help you figure out if your body is baby friendly or not. So stick around for a little bit and I'm going to give you the link to go and get that PDF to help figure out if your body is baby friendly or not. Okay. And I also have another awesome fertility enhancing giveaway for you. So stick around. Okay. So let's talk about this. Is your body baby friendly? So chances are yes, right? But then there is a subset of the population. There's about 8 million women dealing with fertility challenges. There's a lot of people suffering and struggling with either not getting pregnant, with IVFs that have been unsuccessful for no apparent reason, or they're dealing with habitual miscarriages. So if you fall into that category where you've been trying to conceive, it's not happening, it's unexplained fertility challenges, or you've done IVF more than once and it's failing. I hate the word failure, but I'm going to use that word because that's what the Western medical community uses. If you've had more than one miscarriage back to back in a row and it's shown up as chromosomal abnormalities, if you just keep having miscarriages and there is genetically healthy embryos, if you've gotten it tested, or if you got the tissue tested after the miscarriage and there was nothing wrong with the baby, this conversation is for you. If you've been diagnosed with PCOS, if you've been diagnosed with endometriosis, this conversation is for you. If you suspect you have endometriosis, this conversation is for you. So one thing I always say is your fertility is an extension of your health. So what I want you to do, no matter what, when you enter into this trying to conceive time of your life, or if you're already in it, you need to step back and reflect on your health. How is your health in general? Do you deal with fatigue issues, with hormonal imbalances? Do you have seasonal allergies? Do you have a compromised immune system and you're always getting sick? Do you have skin issues like eczema or psoriasis? Do you have GI issues like constantly gassy or bloated, or have IBS-like symptoms? Do you know that you have Hashimoto's or Graves' disease, a thyroid autoimmune condition? Do you know that you have celiac or psoriatic arthritis or psoriasis or eczema? Do you know that you have endometriosis? Do you have these diagnoses? And how is your health? How are you managing it? How are you treating yourself? And so this whole conversation about is your body baby friendly from the Western perspective has everything to do with the immune system. And that's why I wrote this book, Body Belief. It followed after Yes, You Can Get Pregnant, okay? And I wrote Yes, You Can Get Pregnant because I was dealing with a lot of fertility challenges in my office, in my practice. And I came up with a protocol to really help you optimize your fertility. And then as I got more fertility clients, I started to also see this subset of women that had immune challenges, had these immune system challenges, which I talk about in Body Belief. And I could run through with you the most common questions to make you think. If you answer yes to 3 or more of these, you likely have an autoimmune challenge, and that's what's impacting your fertility. Do you feel foggy-headed and have a hard time concentrating? Do you feel exhausted even after sleeping 7 to 8 hours? Do your hormones feel out of whack most of the time? Does your body ache often? Do you experience gas, bloating, indigestion? Do you have eczema or psoriasis or any other skin condition that won't go away? Like those little tiny bumps on the skin people get? Melasma? Have you been struggling to get pregnant and or have had multiple miscarriages? Do you have a hard time losing weight? Do you go through bouts of anxiety or depression regularly? Do you experience random environmental allergic reactions like hives or sneezing attacks? Do you have chronic sinus issues? Do you always seem to catch the cold that's going around the office? If you answered yes to 3 or more of these, you might have an autoimmune condition, which will make your body not so baby friendly. That's a lot to take in, so just sit with that for a second. What it means is your immune system is there to protect you. Your immune system is there to keep you as healthy as possible. When your immune system is challenged or compromised, when there is something called autoimmunity going on in your body, which basically means your body's attacking itself for unknown reasons, when this happens, a foreign invader, like an embryo or like sperm, will be attacked by the body and will not be allowed to thrive or grow. And you either attack the sperm, so you don't allow fertilization to happen, you attack the embryo and don't allow fertilization to happen, or your body allows fertilization to happen, you implant, and then your body attacks the embryo and you have habitual miscarriages. There could also be just a state of chronic inflammation in your uterus, something called endometriitis, which is an infection basically, but it's because the immune system is compromised and your body's not, the endometrial lining is just not healthy enough. It won't allow for implantation to happen. So you could transfer in a healthy PGS normal embryo, not get pregnant. Now that happens. It could just be bad luck, but if it continues to happen, you're making healthy embryos, your lining looks good, they're transferring, you're not getting pregnant, we gotta look deeper. If you've had more than one miscarriage without a live birth in between, we gotta look deeper. If all your hormones look totally normal, sperm looks totally normal, everything looks great, you're just not getting pregnant, we gotta look deeper, okay? So some of the things I want you to look at right away, I'm just gonna start this off, talk to your doctor. So you could also just go and get this book, Is Your Body Baby Friendly? You could also go and get Yes, You Can Get Pregnant, which I go over all these tests in there as well. But things you want to be looking at and make certain that you are is, do you have the MTHFR genetic mutation? Have you been tested for clotting factor disorders? Has your progesterone been tested in cycle day 21 or 22 or 6 days post-ovulation? Do you have a known autoimmune condition? Has natural killer cells been tested? Has someone done an endometrial biopsy on you to test for endometriitis or for natural killer cell activity in the uterus? A lot of people do natural killer cells in the blood, not as clear-cut indicative as natural killer cells in the uterus as well itself. Natural killer cells exist in our body to help prevent cancer, basically, but they can become overpopulated in the uterus and they will kill off an embryo when it tries to come in. Again, this book goes into great detail on it. Environmental factors in your life. Are you exposed to toxins on a regular basis that are compromising your immune system? So when I wrote Body Belief, when you do the research on the epidemic of autoimmunity, the number one reason is all of the environmental toxins in our environment. So things like plastics, things like sulfates, things like parabens, things like fragrance. All of this is hormones in the animal products that we eat, the toxins in the grains that the foods that we eat. All of this severely impacts your immune system and your body's ability to be friendly and hospitable to a child. So you have to look at all of these things, okay? There's also something called, that I'm not going to get into today, but this HLA. So it's like a synergy between you and your partner. And sometimes if you're too similar genetically, the body will reject the embryo or the sperm. It's this very curious thing that happens. There are certain doctors, they're reproductive endocrinologists, immunologists. Doctors I love are Dr. Jeffrey Braverman, Dr. Jonathan Scher, Dr. Kwak Kim, Dr. Kofinas. Him and his son are both reproductive endocrinologists, immunologists. They work with women all over the world. Most of them happen to be in the New York area. Dr. Alan Beers, who wrote this book, he's up in he's in Boston, I believe. Anyway, I'm not going to waste time on that, but I believe he's in Boston. He's kind of the founder of it, and he's the author of this book. There are doctors that you can work with to help you get these tests done, okay? So don't fret, don't freak out. One way to know for certain if you are dealing with an autoimmune condition that is not properly managed, that could be impacting your fertility, is to head over to aimeeraupp.com/red flags. It's a PDF that I devised for you. It's a red flag symptom list. I also have it in Body Belief. So if you have a copy of Body Belief, you could just head to, I think it's page 10. Take a moment to go through these symptoms and honestly check all the ones you are currently feeling. Please keep in mind, not all of these symptoms individually indicate an autoimmune condition. It's when 3 or more of these symptoms occur for you on a regular basis, 3 or more times a week. They are indicators of chronic inflammation and possible autoimmunity in your body. So what your goal is to get these symptoms managed. Then that tells me inflammation in your body has come down. Your body is becoming more, your immune system is more regulated, and your body will become more hospitable to a pregnancy. That is the key. Chinese medicine, we talk about a hospitable uterus, a hospitable child's palace. We say the child's palace, also known as the uterus, needs to be hospitable and welcoming to this life. It needs to be properly prepared. The palace needs to be prepared. I have a whole, this whole book is about that. I have a whole chapter on it in my first book, Chill Out and Get Healthy, which is right there, right behind me. Body Belief, that book is all about managing autoimmunity. And although I don't talk about a hospitable uterus in that book, that is the protocol you need to follow to regulate your immune system. So this book is really good and educational on the whys and the testing and the medications that you would use to help make your body more hospitable. The diet stuff in this book is absolute crap. I would not follow really any of it. They talk about like soy. It's written a while ago before we have more information about things like soy and how toxic they are to our body and how much they compromise the immune system. So this in here is the diet I would follow, or an autoimmune paleo style diet is the key to managing the autoimmunity from a nutritional and a physical perspective as your red flag symptoms go down. So again, go over to aimeeraupp.com/red flags. Download that PDF, check it off, then buy this book, follow the diet in here. It's an elimination diet. If you need some assistance, I have a Facebook group that is all about supporting you as you go through Body Belief. There's also a free digital course that comes with Body Belief that will really help assist you as you go through this elimination diet. But again, if you have questions, I'm here for you. Join the Body Belief Facebook group, and there we are. You got it. You got me supporting you as you go through elimination diet, and like 1,000 other people supporting you as you go through that. And then you revisit the red flag symptoms. You see them start to calm down, if you will. You see your symptoms, like if you have endometriosis or you suspect you have endometriosis, you chances are have really crappy periods. Like they're painful, they're heavy, they're clotty, you're laid up for a day or two, you get GI symptoms, like your stomach gets upset, you get constipation, diarrhea with your period, you're wiped out, you get headaches or migraines. That starts to get better. That is telling me inflammation is calming in your body and your body is becoming more baby friendly. That's what we want. Get some acupuncture, do some Chinese herbs with a qualified herbalist. Don't take your own ever on your own. I'm going to do a Facebook Live just on that conversation very soon. See an herbalist for herbs. Please, please don't take herbs on your own. It's just an aside, but do not go to a health food store and just randomly buy herbs. And that includes things like turmeric and maca. Talk to someone who is a professional and then decide to take it. Do not self-prescribe. Do not self-prescribe. Herbs are serious medicines, okay? That's an aside tantrum for me. Get the right support you need. Acupuncture is incredible at regulating the immune system. It's incredible at helping blood flow and circulation and making your body more hospitable, more baby friendly. taking certain supplements, which I talk about in here, he talks about in here. I think these are things that are really crucial. A really good quality fish oil, and like upwards of a teaspoon a day. You need to make sure what your vitamin D levels are and have a healthy vitamin D range, ideally around 70. You need to make sure you're taking something with methylfolate and not folic acid. I repeat, nothing should have folic acid that you take. If you have the MTHFR mutation, guess what? You're making your body more inhospitable to a pregnancy, less baby friendly if you take something with folic acid. Upwards of 50% of the population have an MTHFR genetic mutation. If you have a clotting factor disorder, you need to be taking a baby aspirin every day, or something stronger like a Lovenox, which he gets into here. You know, if you have progesterone deficiencies, you need to know about that and support it properly, right? So, but supplement wise, I think a really good quality fish oil, a probiotic, super important. A prenatal or a separate methylfolate, you need to make sure you're doing that. And if you do have the MTHFR mutation, you also need a 2-to-1 ratio of a methylated B12 with the methylated folate. 2 B12 to 1 methylfolate. Super, super important, okay? What else do I really think is good for the immune system? Something like NAC, N-acetylcysteine. Daily bone broth. This is medicine in and of itself. One of the best supplements you could ever take. Spirulina, blue-green algae, basically, which is really good for the immune system. So these are things that you want to be taking to help regulate your immune system, to make your body more hospitable. Then you want to follow a diet like I have outlined in here. So basically, it's an anti-inflammatory diet. It's an autoimmune paleo diet. You are eliminating a lot of potential environmental toxins and environmental allergens from your life, and that will make your immune system more hospitable. You got to go completely clean with your bath and beauty products. Non-toxic is the only way to be. I have exactly what you need to do in both of these books. So get one of them, follow the bath and beauty guidelines in either one of these. I have Aimee approved products in both of these books. I also have the list of the things you need to avoid to lower your environmental reaction and response, which is making your body less baby friendly. This is a serious conversation, by the way, too. This isn't hokey. I didn't just make this up one night. This is clinically proven. There is scientific research behind all of this. If you are being chronically exposed to environmental toxins, your body is not going to be hospitable to a pregnancy. There are a lot of bodies that are, sure, but they might not be dealing with what you're dealing with. If you have been trying to conceive and it's not working, or you keep having miscarriages, or if you're dealing with signs and symptoms of endometriosis, you need to check this. You need to dive in, learn this, and also look at that red flag symptom list. If you have more than 3 of those symptoms, guess what? You're dealing with some autoimmunity in your body, and guess what? You can change it, you can manage it, you can heal yourself. Another piece to this puzzle, which isn't talked about in a book like this, or really any book I've seen out there besides mine, and I'm not tooting my own horn, I just am pointing out the truth. Emotional inflammation. Everybody's talking about physical inflammation. Everything's anti-inflammatory. Make sure you're drinking your turmeric tea and your ginger, and you're doing all your stuff for anti-inflammatory. Make sure you're taking your fish oil, anti-inflammatory. What about emotional inflammation? What I talk about in Body Belief is, if there is autoimmunity going on in your body, we understand that as the body is attacking itself on an emotional level. I mean, on a physical level, on a cellular level. Where are you attacking yourself on an emotional level? What are your beliefs? Are you looking at yourself every day and nitpicking and bullying yourself and telling yourself you're worthless, you're useless, you don't deserve to exist? You know, you're pissed at your body because it's failing you. It's not doing this basic reproductive functioning that you were given. What is the conversation you're having with yourself in the privacy of your own mind? Are you believing yourself to be someone who's ill, someone who's fragile, someone who's weak, someone who's infertile, someone who's broken? And then are you saying that stuff to yourself every day? Are you then looking for the support socially? And then are you saying, F it, I've tried the diet, I've tried the supplements, it still doesn't work? Guess what? You gotta look at the emotional piece. Where are you beating yourself up? Where are you not on the same team as your body? That is hospitality right there. If you are not hospitable with yourself, your uterus is not going to be hospitable to an embryo. Are there people out there that are terrible to themselves and eat a shitty diet and think terrible thoughts and they get pregnant? Yeah, there are. But they're rare, and they're becoming rarer because we're becoming more and more polluted as a society, environmentally, intellectually. We are becoming more and more polluted. So you need to check yourself. And if you're watching this, where there's a lot of people on Facebook and there's a lot of people on Instagram, so I know this is a conversation you need to hear. Trust that you found me and this conversation for a reason. You need to look deeper. You need to look at your diet. You need to look at your supplements. You need to look at your bath and beauty products, and you need to look at your thoughts and your beliefs. In Body Belief and even in Yes, You Can Get Pregnant, I give you a roadmap on how to begin to be on your own team. Take that in. I want you to be on your own team. How are you supporting and nourishing yourself every day? How do you love yourself every day? How do you talk to yourself? How kind are you to yourself? How much do you stand up for yourself? How much do you believe in your worthiness and in your value? How much do you believe in your ability to be a mom? It's a big question. How much do you like your body? How much do you hate your body? How much do you hate yourself when you look in the mirror? How much look in the mirror and you're like, what are you? You look exhausted. You look like shit. How much do you say that to yourself? Check yourself. This is about there's a 3-step process in Body Belief. It's about reconnecting to yourself. So starting to listen to that conversation in the privacy of your own mind. So I want you to reconnect with yourself. Start listening to the conversation you're having in the privacy of your own mind. How are you cheering yourself on? How are you beating yourself off? And then I want you to begin to renew your beliefs about your body. It's simple. You first acknowledge them. You sit with that. Yeah, I don't have much faith in my body. Yeah, I do think I'm broken. I am angry with my body. I give you tools again in Body Belief. You know, it's a nice process. And if you got Body Belief, you get the free digital course. It's a 3-hour digital course, 5-hour digital course, which gives you so much information on all of this. If you go to aimeeraupp.com/book-gift, you get the free digital course. So definitely take advantage of that. And if you have Body Belief and you haven't taken advantage of that, please take advantage of that. Then it's about renewing your beliefs. So yeah, I don't believe in my body. Okay. Do I know other people that didn't have faith in their body and they changed it? Yeah. Do I know other women that that had fertility struggles and they overcame them? They did. Okay. So maybe I could. So renewing your beliefs isn't about changing the belief entirely. It's not about going from black to white. It's about just believing in possibility. Is there a possibility for things to change in the right direction for me? And then reawakening your health, which is diet, which is lifestyle, which is bath and beauty products, which is your thoughts and your mindset. But listen, I'll tell you right now, straight up, 15 years of clinical experience. I've been seeing patients for 20 years, if you count my years in grad school. Until you work on the emotional inflammation, until you work on the mindset shift, none of the diet, none of the supplements are totally gonna work. They're going to help you get there. You'll probably get 80% there. That might even help you get pregnant. But I want you to be the kind of woman who heals herself on every level, mentally, emotionally, physically, and nutritionally, because you are raising our future. Our world isn't in the best place. I want you to heal yourself, because when you do, you heal the generations to come. You heal the generations that passed as well. So this is about you becoming more friendly with yourself. And then guess what? Your body will become more baby friendly. So good amount of homework for you guys. Go and download the Red Flag Symptom List, aimeeraupp.com/red flags. If you haven't checked out Body Belief, please do so. Again, you get a free digital course with Body Belief, aimeeraupp.com/book-gift. If you know some of this and you want to know more and you're that kind of sciencey, geeky person like I am, check out this book. talk to your doctors, get the right tests done. Again, I want you looking at your MTHFR mutation, clotting factors, any autoimmune panels that you can possibly do, progesterone levels, natural killer cells levels, if you have endometritis. Again, if you've been doing IVF and it's not working and you have a genetically normal embryo that you're transferring every time, you need an endometrial biopsy. Environmental factors, talk to a reproductive endocrinologist, immunologist if you've been on this path for a while, okay? If you guys have any questions, let me just run through Instagram. Question is, does thinking about getting pregnant have any impact on your ability to conceive? Does it cause stress? No. It's more about like that conversation. Are you beating yourself up or cheering yourself on? 6 days late, a negative test, frustrated, had a miscarriage last cycle. I'm so sorry, Viv. Check out the information I'm sharing here today, okay? Any tips for managing high natural killer cells? Yeah, the diet is key. The environmental toxins, absolutely key. IVF with chromosome embryo didn't transfer, super healthy, but 40. Again, Viv, diet, supplements, lifestyle. Just get this book, follow the protocol. That is your key. Honest to God, I've helped so many women with endometriosis or IVF failures, and this was the key. I mean, these two things combined, but the diet in this book is what you need to follow. Okay. Are dish soap as well as Secret Dove toxic products? Yes, they are. Again, I have Aimee approved products. Maybe we could link out to it. I'm forgetting what the link is, but maybe Beth might post it in the comments so you can check that out. When should you start eating pineapple, especially the core? There's so much conflicting information. I know. I think once ovulation, implantation can happen, it's basically an anti-inflammatory agent that can help with implantation. So I'd say within 5 or 6 days post-ovulation. And if you did IVF, the day after transfer. This is so good. Oh, hi, Fertile Alchemy. Thank you. I can't wait. I'm going to do a Facebook and Instagram live soon with Fertile Alchemy. If you guys aren't following her already, you should. She's awesome. Got a lot of awesome things to say. So thank you for your work. Any comments on intuitive eating along with body belief protocol? Well, I do think there's a lot of power in like knowing what your body needs and intuitive eating. But however, if you have an autoimmune condition that you're dealing with, or you've been trying to get pregnant and it's not working and you still are resistant to cutting certain things out of your diet or following a certain diet, I beg you to ask this question to yourself lovingly. How is this serving me? If I'm unwilling to make these changes and I still keep seeing the same results, how is this serving me? Okay. Facebook comments, I feel like I have and am doing everything possible, but now I'm putting my energies on helping hubby get healthy with diet and supplements. I think that's important too. I've taken 3 shots of Lupron, which triggered depression and anxiety. Doctor canceled my transfer due to mental health concerns. I have no prior history. I'm really struggling. Yeah, that can do that too, because it's such a hormonal trick. So maybe get off of the meds, get yourself back, and then try, because the Lupron and Depo actually have profound effects for months to come. You're the best. You helped me get pregnant. In the month I registered, you can get pregnant. Unfortunately, I miscarried. I'm sorry so much, but I haven't given up. Don't you give up. Don't you give up. And I'm not saying that in like a false hope kind of way. Like, I believe you're here, so you must believe. We found each other for a reason, so don't give up. Keep searching, okay? Be your own detective. Be your own advocate. Should hubby be tested for autoimmune issues? Possibly, yeah. You guys could both have antibodies to sperm, so I think that should be tested. I have lupus, where my body attacks itself. I can't take supplements. It triggers a flare. Trying to conceive. So I would just do diet then, Nemi, if you can't do supplements. Food is the best medicine out there. Follow the diet I have laid out in Body Belief. It's key. Absolutely key. Dr. William Parker is an amazing fibroid surgeon, minimally invasive. He saved my uterus and my life. Oh, well, that's nice, Deirdre, for sharing. Do you have any recommendations for a low histamine diet? I think histamines are everywhere. You can't completely avoid them. So it's really about picking and choosing your battles. I would, again, go with the Body Belief diet that I have laid out, and then watching the histamine foods and how you react. Okay, let's see. Pineapple again. So start it day after ovulate. How much should you eat per day? I don't know the answer to that. Sorry, my throat's hurting. I think people eat like a piece of a core a day, basically, for 5 days or something like that. So I don't typically recommend it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it's not something that I'm like, this is the game changer. I don't really think it's the game changer. I think an anti-inflammatory diet and lifestyle and thought process is the game changer, personally. So you can do the pineapple core. It's not going to hurt anything, but do I think it's the be-all, end-all for every girl getting pregnant? No. You got to focus on the entire lifestyle approach, okay? Bought your book on pregnancy as a starting point to get better. It's the second IVF cycle. First was a fail. Second had one frozen embryo. I'm holding on till death, blue Deborah passes. That's what I want you to do. You can do it. Oh, and so here, almost forgot. I have something awesome for you guys. If you're still watching, I hope you are. My Ultimate Fertility membership. It's a monthly membership. It's 22. Ooh, Instagram froze. Coming back. Hi guys, sorry, my Instagram froze for a second. So my Ultimate Fertility membership, it's a monthly membership program. It's only $22 a month. You get access to like every single program, webinar, PDF I have ever created, except for my Yes You Can Get Pregnant e-course. It's a great value. If you want to join it for free, use promo code FIRSTMONTHFREE. And guess what? This month I do a quarterly live trainings in that membership. And this month on Wednesday, March 21st, I am doing my live training on endometriosis. So if you have endometriosis and or suspect you have endometriosis and you want a 90-minute live training from me on how to manage your endometriosis, go and join the Ultimate Fertility membership. It's aimeeraupp.com/UFM. Use promo code first month free, and you're gonna get everything for free. And then if you don't like it, you can cancel. So keep that in mind too. It's another way. I'm always trying to serve. I'm always trying to help. I'm trying to make it as financially feasible for every single person out there. The Ultimate Fertility membership is just that. You get monthly meditations and mantras from me. We have monthly themed content. We highlight content of mine that's really useful on the subject. You get these quarterly live trainings. It's pretty freaking awesome. So anyway, check that out too. So I got lots of stuff for you guys to check out, okay? I'm gonna hang up now because I'm gonna go rest and take care of me. Okay, love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Mwah, mwah. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of your life. I appreciate it. Ciao for now.